There is only one successful life. There's only one type of fulfillment. That is having heart-centered bonds with everyone around you. Authentic relationships, connections. If you're in the middle of that, you're immensely happy. It's about happiness, but you're fulfilled, like you feel that your life is full. And without that, no matter how many achievements you've made, how much money you've made, how many big houses you have, whatever you can have, cars, whatever, success, recognition, if you don't have heart-centered relationships with people around you, you don't live. That way, you're just not gonna be happy, not gonna be fulfilled. You just feel this constant feeling of dissatisfaction that you can only distract yourself from by maybe achieving more. It's all about this heart-centered connection with others around you. Always, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what your belief is, you can believe in anything. You can do anything, it could be anyone, and this applies to just anyone. Even an alien, I can tell you. Even extraterrestrial, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Even an ET, this applies to them just as well. This applies to all the beings in existence, all the sentient beings in existence. How do I know that? Because I've read books. You don't know that? You think, how do you know this? Because you've not read books, okay? Because you don't follow your heart. Okay, this video is about the heart, so we're not going to talk about things that's not that, okay? You need to live out of the calculation of your mind in order to have this, because, anything that a heart-centered connections with people takes, it asks for, is exactly what you need to do. So the calculations of your mind is nothing that heart-centered relationships need, okay? If you apply calculation to your relationships, then you fail it, isn't it? You calculate, and then you don't get to have authenticity in the relationship. Because it's all about applying your heart. If your calculations are based on the heart, then obviously it would work. For example, let's give you an example. If you're an autistic person, it's really hard for you to connect with people on a normal level. Like, you can't understand their facial expression, you can't understand this or that. So you create a system of calculation for you to understand people better. And that kind of calculation is not like manipulation or just calculate how much you can get from this person by giving them things. You know what I mean? Heart-based, anything heart-centered gets you to this only success that anybody can have. Oh, it's just so easy. If you just feel through your heart, everything is so clear. living from the heart. You have no fear. Any fear you have is the result of the calculation, because the mind calculates all the time. The mind tries to predict the future following the past. The mind has experienced the life of the past, and then it tries to calculate the future through that. That's all the mind can do. The mind only perceives, it doesn't know anything. It's just like a calculator, really. The mind is a perceiving calculator, like a computer. It doesn't know anything. It just perceives and calculates. Like, you have lived life in a certain way, you expect life to be exactly what it would be. That's the mind. A machine, a tool, it's not sentient. It's like a computer. However smart it can look, it's just a tool. You watch the mind, and you either choose to follow its calculations automatically, like we all have done till this point. Most people are doing is to follow the mind. The mind says, oh, by the way, the mind, because it is an intimate part of your physical life, so it tries everything to preserve itself. So it prioritizes safety over anything else. So it calculates in ways that it can understand. It's extremely short-sighted. Like I said, it can only perceive and only predict the future through the past. That's how limited it is. It's not imaginative, not creative. Listen to the mind. You live a very painful life of suffering. The only measurement, I want to use these words, these terms, like mathematical terms. The only success that anyone can have is heart-centered relationships and connections with those around them. I have to establish this clearly so that we can carry on discussing why anyone would be unhappy. If you're unhappy, it's absolutely out of doubt that you're in a situation where you are not surrounded by people, by heart-centered relationships. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I am unhappy. And I'm exactly in this state where I'm just all alone, living alone, knowing no one. And my life feels colorless because there's no love. Love is the only color to life. You know what I mean? You can get as many things you can. Wallpapers, beautiful furniture, a big house, big garden, whatever. Your life still be colorless if you just you don't have those connections. You think freedom is the thing you want? No, it's love. And so I'm trying to see, like, what can I do from here where I am, like. And for everyone that's in my situation, I guess that would be most people that watch this video. I don't think anyone that's in a perfectly loving, like, in that kind of success would be watching this video. They would be busy living, because living would be so fun. Because it's full of love. I mean, you don't need time for the internet. You only have time for the people around you that you love. There's many few people in the world. That's a very few people in the world. That's why you see the most successful people, in a society, in a traditional, which is the wrong sense, kill themselves. You would wonder, why would you kill yourself? You're so rich, you have everything you want. Why would you want to kill yourself? Because they've never had this success, the only success that exists, that we just talked about very clearly. And in fact, if you have that kind of success, the one that we discussed, you don't need money. You don't need anything. You can even be starving, which wouldn't happen because if you're living a heart-centered life, everything works out. So if you're lonely like me in my situation, unhappy, feeling colorless, empty, what can you do? Seems like in this situation, all you can do is just, like, you don't know what your life is gonna be about and it's been a long while. Not like extremely long, but pretty long. For the first time of your life, I don't know. You don't know what to do next or now. You're alone on yourself and you feel so unsure, uncertain. And you know that the only happy way is, the only success, the only thing that you want is heart-centered relationships with people that would be in your life permanently. Or not permanently, just heart-centered life. And to achieve that kind of heart-centeredness, it's just to do the things that your heart desires. The thing is, right now, I don't know what my heart desires. Before this point in my life, I always knew what I wanted to do with my life. And never for a second I was lost. I always knew I had a sense of life, Knew like what to do, or I never needed to worry what to do, because I always was just on a path of pursuing something. Like in high school, you were on a path of getting into a university, and you're in the university. Well, when I was in the university, I wasn't worried because I was really depressed. And then after my depression, I just continued on to pursue psychology, to become a psychologist or scientist or research, whatever. And then a great change happened to me. Spirituality happened to me for me to have totally lost interest in psychology, because it just lets me see how limited science is and how it's just not my path anymore. So I dropped it and I came to where I am, not knowing what to do anymore. It seems like I know so much, but then I don't know what to do with my life, which is great. Because I know many people go through exactly what I go through now, which I had never gone through before, so I never needed to sit around and just figure out, having no idea what to do. So we will figure this out together. If I could figure this out for me, then it would work for you as well. God, I need help, I can't do this alone. Help from the spirit world. That this video, please don't attract people that would find me, that would think I'm a maniac talking about spirits. Because what I've learned that you must be a maniac not believing in eternity, or not knowing that we are all spirits. I am a spirit, so are you, an eternal, ongoing existence that has never been born and will never die. And there's so many others around you, even if when you feel you're alone, like me, I'm alone now sitting on my couch, talking to my phone. As if I'm alone, but I'm not. Even if I can't see them, I can't hear them, I can only believe that they're here. That I'm only intellectually convinced that they're here and they can hear me. They're not only here, they're within me. And they will help me, like they have helped me with everything. They're helping me with this too, because this is like the what is the thing in the video games? You know, you have tasks, missions, their main tasks, their side tasks, and this thing that I'm dealing with, talking about, is like the main task. And they've helped me with every side task that I've ever asked about. Like, even one day I was looking for plastic bags, and I still remember that day. It was like magical. I was just leaving the hotel. It was not a hotel, like an Airbnb thing. And I was in urgent need for plastic bags because I was running late for the train. I needed a plastic bag to hold that extremely important thing that I needed to carry, that I couldn't put anywhere in my bag because it's full. And I was just looking. I couldn't find plastic bags. The last minute, I said, God or angels or whatever, give me plastic bags. And then in a second, I opened that cupboard that I believed there wouldn't be a plastic bag there. I saw this, Jesus Christ, stack of plastic bags there. For Christ's sake. Many of them, like 100 of them. And I never forget this. They're just crazy. Let me think of something else. Oh, you know, I didn't write them down. Oh, I actually wrote them down and put them in a file on my phone, because I'm recording now. I can't open that file. So many things. They guided me to this place where I am. Because, you know, I was just decided to travel after I came back from a different country. I just decided to travel for a month to figure out where to settle down, to rent a place. And then this place where I am was one of the first places that I traveled. You know, I just stayed here for 3 days. And when I left this place for my other traveling destinations, I just felt this feeling of, I don't want to go, you know, that feeling, this is a home, which is weird because I've never been here before. And when I heard the name of this place, I just felt, this is a bullshit place, I didn't want to come here. But it was just, you know, just because this is a place that's on this same route of destination, so I said, okay, I can come by and have a look at it. That's what I did. The day when I was leaving for the next destination, I just felt, Jesus, I don't want to go. Oh, this feels like home. I felt like crying when I was leaving, but I left anyway because that was my plan, to keep traveling. I kept traveling, you know, and there was this place that's just so beautiful. This neighborhood. That neighborhood looks like a jungle. It's extremely beautiful, and then I didn't want to stay there. I thought, the moment I arrived there, I felt like no matter how much the rent cost there, I'm gonna rent a place here. But it didn't happen because I didn't want to be there. It was quiet, extremely quiet, and so many plants. And the ocean was outside the window. Beach, extremely beautiful. I'll show you a picture if I could. Unfortunately, the apartment sucked, but it's not the point. The point, the neighborhood is extremely beautiful, and you get to use the I think the swimming pool. I don't remember if it was free. Nobody was there. You could just use it all on your own. But then I just didn't want to go. I was thinking about this place all the time. I wanted to go back. Here. And that was just my last destination. There was actually one more, but I decided to skip it just to come back here sooner. And then I came back here. I just felt settled here. So I know I'm glad here. This is just what my heart's desire is, a part of my life plan to be here. And I love it here. It's so beautiful here. Oh, Jesus. No matter when it's sunny, when it's sunny, it's like heaven. Every time I walk out, I've been here like for a year, 2 years maybe. And everything's perfect here. Other than the heat and the bug, the cockroach, for a long time. So I feared it. It's a perfect place. I can feel the spirituality of this place. People here are so chill. It's just so peaceful of a place, and everything's perfect. Even the rent is insane. Perfect. I just feel lonely, though. I just feel like nothing's happening in my life. And days like today, yesterday, the day before yesterday, I feel so lost because I have nothing to do every day. There's nothing I want to do other than small things like making a video talking about my newest spiritual insights, or watching a fantastic movie, or just these small things, not like a life-sized passion, you know what I mean, like the thing that you're meant to do, like a musician, being a musician, and that kind of thing. And for me, I'm just not doing anything, and there's nothing I want to do. I don't have passion, you can say it. I don't have a passion. Maybe that's the wrong definition of passion, or what. Maybe life is supposed to be like this rather than that, rather than what I've been thinking. Everybody has a position, you just need to find it. Maybe it's not right. Maybe life is supposed to be about these small excitements, but still, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, when I'm not doing these little things, when I'm literally having nothing that I want to do in the moments like that, like last night, just laying on the couch, just feeling so dull. Feeling like living and being alive is not much different than being dead. Like, the world can be there and I'm here or not, doesn't matter to anyone on the earth. Nobody cares if I die, which doesn't really bother me. It's just, what is the point of me being here if like my existence makes no sense to me? I can see how like it's making sense to some people. The thing is, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, when I'm not doing anything meaningful, why am I alive? Why do I exist if I'm not doing anything meaningful? When I make a spiritual video that helps the world, like those that I made, That's doing something meaningful. But what about when I'm really not doing anything? But I'm not having fun either. Like, okay, I can be not doing anything meaningful. If I'm having fun is like joy is the only meaning. But when I'm not having fun, I'm just laying on the couch not knowing what to do, knowing no one in the world, and I wanting to do anything. Don't even want to play a fucking video games. What's the point of that? What is the point of this? That's what I think. Why am I not dead? That's what I think. I'd rather be asleep, losing consciousness than being here just staring at nothing, doing nothing. Wanting to do, I want to have that. The only thing I want is connections. I've never had that in my life. I don't know if I will ever have them. But what I do know is that I will have them if I lived on. If I just don't know like when. I know that I will have them, but then what is the point of this? It doesn't matter about the future. I don't care. The future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. Right at this moment, what is the point of my life being here doing nothing, being completely meaningless, feeling dull about life? What is the point of this? That is my only question. I don't care what's going to happen in the future. It's just, what is this? It is just driving me crazy. It doesn't happen often, In fact, it's crazy, but like I said, I've been here for a year and a half, but this kind of days is not frequent. They're just slightly less than often. Sometimes I just have days like this where I just literally sit around not knowing at all why I exist. It's just silent like that. I can't answer this question. Why do I exist without fun, without joy, without love? What is the point of existence without that? Without passion, love, and joy, why do I exist? Why? That's my question. Why does anyone exist? It's this total static moments of complete meaninglessness. Where there's nothing you can do, nothing you want to do. Where is the breakthrough, spirits? Are you helping me? Sometimes I just don't know if they're helping me. They're just leaving me to deal with this on my own, which I don't think is the case. Okay, they're helping me, but I just lay here for the rest of the day. Just lay here doing nothing. I don't want to surf the internet anymore. It's just filled of things that I don't want to see that's there. Not like terrible things. No, I just, any post, I just see people argue. And then I argue with them. I don't want that. Because when you see people say things, you just have to just feel this anger in you. And you just feel like arguing with them. And just ruins your mood. I don't want that either. I don't want that. And then I don't want to watch another movie. It feels like distracting myself from my current state. I don't want distractions. I don't want distractions. I don't want to avoid this. I don't want to. I don't want distractions. I want a solution. I don't want a distraction. I want an answer to my question rather than forgetting about the question. A question demands an answer, and every question has a perfectly satisfying answer to it. Why am I not having the answer to my question? This is also another question that has a perfectly satisfying answer to it. Well, what is the meaning of days in your life where you just experience total meaninglessness? What is that? I don't know. What is that? I'd rather be dead now. I'd rather not exist. Rather than dead, I'd rather not exist right now, you know? Not sleeping, not asleep, not dead, but just not here, you know what I mean? Gone, non-existent. And people say you cannot imagine nothingness. I can. Which is just the absence of me, you know? I can imagine. It's just me not existing, not being here, not having any experience at all. Just gone. Not dead, gone, disappeared, never existed. That feels like amazing fun to me, you know? Because existence gives you so many things that you don't want to experience. And to be able to have zero experience, which is non-existence, nothingness, not being, not existing, it sounds so fun. Not fun, but relieving. Sounds like what I want. I want to be dead now. I want someone to come in and kill me. Because I don't want to kill myself, because it's so depressing. To walk out and I don't even know how to kill myself. I'm afraid of pain. And it's just so depressing to walk out just to die, to kill yourself. Jesus, it's just so depressing. I want to be dead without going through all of that. Someone can come and kill me, because I don't know the point of my life. Why do I exist? Why am I here now? Why? I don't know. For love. Love's the answer to every question. That's what I've read. Love is the only thing that exists. Love is the only purpose, the only destination, the only goal, the only success, the only meaning. Love is the meaning of everything. I exist because of love, for love. Well, it did console me when I said it. Okay, I exist here. I'm laying on the couch, not knowing what to do, what my life is about. But I exist, and it is for love. I guess knowing this is enough. Well, yeah, it actually worked. I thought it was not going to work at all. I thought it was going to sound like bullshit, but it actually worked. because it's not just a sentence, words that I said. It's actually true. I know it's true. I don't know how it could be true, but it is true. Like, there's nothing I can say to prove that it's true, but it's there on its own. It's self-evident, or not the right word. It's just true, you know? You exist for love, not just me. You, to everyone exists for love. There's nothing you can say to prove this. Sometimes, like now, I don't know what to say to help you believe it or what to help you know that it's true. It's just true, you know. I exist here for love. You are loved. Everything's loved. There's only love. There's only the only answer to any question about meaning is love. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of this and that? It's love. That's the end answer. You might need explanations. You just need to remember the end answer is that love. It's a shame if you don't get it. You just need to remember this. When you sit on the couch and don't know anything, when you are like me, for example, having a total confusion of your own existence, just remember you exist for love. Okay, that's all you need to know. Because you know, in times like this, you can't come up with any other answers, anyways. What can you do? You can't kill yourself like me. I can't kill myself. Because I'm afraid, like, you know, I don't really care about this thing. Like, I'm thinking if I die, kill myself in this apartment, my body will be found out and then it will be gross. I mean, I don't want to scare people with a dead body. I don't want to traumatize people with my dead body. So I was thinking about dying outside, like with a rope, find a woods and hang myself there. But I still feel like someday some people are gonna walk there and find me. I don't know. And I don't want to walk alone in the woods just to find a place to kill myself. It's just creepy. And I was thinking then I can just go and jump in the ocean, which would be the most convenient. Just put some stones in my clothes tightly and jump into the ocean, and no body to be found. No one would see my body. But then I'm scared of the water, you know. I would just, I'm just scared of this idea of getting into the water. I don't want to go through that, you know. It's just so depressing and scary. I wish I had a gun or something, just shoot myself or what. I exist for love. You know, if you are like me, having nothing, no question, no answer to your ultimate question about your own existence. You know where your life's gonna go, how you're gonna go, and it's like magic. I think it's working. I think maybe the spirits are putting something inside of me, because I feel like the sentence is not only true, but it's really working on me. I feel like suddenly I can feel like I'm feeling happy now. You're witnessing magic here. A moment ago, I was just really sad, crying. Suddenly, right now, I feel good. It's like magic, you know. I ask for help. Ask spirits for help. They always say ask for help. You have to ask for help. You need help, ask. ask because they can't violate your free will if you don't ask. And that's also one of my questions. What about people that don't know about spirits? They never would ask. Like me, for example, in the first 2 decades of my life, I had no idea that I could ask for spirits for help. What am I supposed to do then? That's my question. I don't know the answer. I don't know. Well, I think I know the answer. The answer is that people that are supposed to know will know. Like, how come I know it now? I didn't know before, but I do know now. Maybe I wasn't supposed to know. I wasn't supposed to ask for help. Or what? And when I'm supposed to know that I can ask for help, now I know. Things happen to lead me to know that I need to ask spirits for help. And spread the message to people that are open to it. People that just won't believe in you. You can force them. You can say this to them repeatedly. Ask spirits are real. Ask them for help. Blah, blah, blah. They think you're maniac. They won't accept it. They think you're a mystic. They think you're being just nonsense. It's okay. It's not the time for them to know this, I guess. That's just how it works. People that I don't know really, that's just my assumption. That's what I think. Okay, so when it's time for someone to be opened up for spirituality, they will be. They don't need your help. They don't need you to push them. And if it's not the time you can push them as hard as you fucking can, it won't work. I've tried, those fucking people. I try to tell them about this thing. I tried everything I can. I just repeatedly say, please have a look. Please open up. Please do this. And I send them the videos. They just wouldn't watch. Like a fucking idiot. And they call me a mystic. They think I am the one that's blah, blah, blah. They think I'm like, they think they know better. Jesus. I always have this fear when I talk about spirituality. Fear that people would think I'm a maniac or what. But even if I know intellectually that they are the maniac, I'm just someone that really fucking cares about what people think. But I only care what they think because I already believe what they would say. Like, I believe a part of me thinks I'm a maniac talking about. Yes, I know it's true because there's a part of me that is just a dead, stubborn physicalist in me. There's a part of me, this tiny part of me. It's not dominant now, but it's there. I can see it. Feel it. It's in my mind. It's still trying to navigate, convince, or it just says there's a part of me that is just won't accept these things that I've learned because it says that's not our experience. Our experience of life can also be explained by physicalism alone. And for the first 2 decades of my life being a physicalist, I wasn't like full. I was someone that was very open, I'd say. But I would lean towards physicalism because that's what education told me. All the education I've received is based on that. I kind of lean towards that. I lean towards science. And everything else sounds more or less like bullshit. The first 2 decades of my life. And that part of me, it's been there for 2 decades, so it won't go away easy. So I guess until I actually see and hear spirits, I guess I would just have this part of me in there. It's okay. So this part of me just thinks I'm maniac. Sometimes I just find myself kind of really, I laugh at myself when I talk about spirits. I do. I'm kind of afraid that other people will laugh at me. It's just the same. There's nothing that, Oh, I need to charge my phone. Like, there's nothing that would hurt you that somebody says that would hurt you. That's not what you believe in already before they've said anything. Okay, nobody has ever told me that I'm a maniac talking about all this. Even if they say that, they tell me, oh, you're a maniac believing in spirits. You're mad. You're crazy. You should see a doctor. If I listen to them, that's not because they are powerful. Their words are powerful. They're strong, or their opinion matters. No, it's only because I believe so. Well, I don't think I need to see a doctor, because everything that I've ever learned about spirituality has been based on scientifically proven evidence. And I am more intelligent than the average. I am reliable. My intellect is reliable. And I'm evidence-based person. That's the only thing that allows the physicalist exist in me, because nothing I have learned about spirituality has it's not like a nothing, because I have experienced the spiritual things, like crazy synchronicities. But I would say maybe they're just not crazy enough. They are crazy. They're kind of really, really strange things, but they're just not extremely crazy enough. Like seeing a television turn on its own, showing me the exact word I'm thinking about. I've told you about that little synchronicity. Did I tell you about it? I told you about it in the last video. That was crazy, but that could also still be explained away somehow by something that we invented that is called a coincidence. This physicalist tries to explain everything the way I've experienced. Which is okay. I can understand that I need some personal, large, huge personal experience rather than things I can hear from other people. They tell me, people near-death experiencers, they tell me their experience. It's still theirs. I've never had a near-death experience. I can still say, this part of me inside me can still say, okay, it's just things that happen to other people, I need it to happen to me to know that it's real. I need to hear from the spirits or see them constantly or have direct communications with them to know that they're real. Not just synchronicities aren't enough, or when I ask for help, I receive help. It's not enough. It's still can be explained away by coincidence, quotation marks. You exist for love. And I think it's so true, because I just, my day was changed by it. You can say you just witnessed a miracle. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, or in the first, 35 minutes of the video, I was really, really sad. Really, really down. I really, really was so sad. I was crying. You were there. You heard me. You felt me. I was so down. And suddenly, really, it was just suddenly. Well, not gradually. It was just in a matter of 30 seconds. I felt significantly better. it's even surprising to me, even if it doesn't feel like a big deal. You just look at it from an objective perspective, it's just so crazy. Jesus, I wasn't doing anything. I'm still lying on the couch. I wasn't doing anything, just talking. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I felt better. I felt like my life is meaningful. Not in a way that I know what my life is about, but it's itself. It is meaningful. Like its existence is meaningful. Like it doesn't have to be for something. Like, the kind of meaning I was requesting was like something like a passion or the place in the world. Like, for example, being a musician or chasing after a dream or pursuing a passion or something like that. Knowing what your life is about. That was what I was asking for. But suddenly, I just felt like, okay, I am here. And suddenly, I think it's just the spirits that not put something, but they helped me. They just, in their way, in a spiritual way that's not explainable through the human mind. I want to tell you something funny, which is irrelevant. I just thinking about it. I'm someone that just talks about whatever that comes into mind. But today, it was so funny. I was having this dream of being in the South Pole with some people that I might know in real life, but I couldn't really clearly know. I don't know. I was there with them, and it was so cold there. And we needed to prepare for this big storm that was coming. It was dangerous because it was going to be much colder. So we built this place made of ice, and it was so big. I mean, it was not like a big room, but it had such high ceilings. Our plan was to just stay in there, fully sealed place, so no heat can come out, no cold can come in, and it would be dangerous if any crack was there for the cold just come in, because it was just gonna be extremely cold. It's just such a very interesting dream. I just felt cold. I think we passed. I don't remember clearly the dream. I think we passed that. I was just walking. I don't remember. Like maybe the dream broke, and I had another dream or what. But I just felt cold in the dream, and then I just woke up and found the blanket off my body. I was just in bed naked. And the air conditioner was blowing on me. That was why I had a dream. Being in South Pole. The South Pole. I've never said this word before, so I don't know if I pronounced it right. It's so funny. Just ask for help. It's so important. Ask for help. Consistently, persistently ask for help. When you can't figure something out, if you're someone like me, you constantly can't figure things out. Because what you believe in, which is love, or you're all about, is not what the world seems to be. There's just so many conflicts, mental conflicts. You just something can't figure out things out. For example, you watch the news, you just can't understand why the world is like that. You just feel dread. You feel like, you feel so depressed. That's when you just ask for help. Just stop figuring it out on your own. You can't, my mind, I've gone through this dozens of times. My mind never, for once, never worked something out, gave a logical explanation or an intellectual or just a mental explanation for things. Never. When it comes to the question of meaning, the only answer for meaning is love. Why do people exist for love? Why does this world exist? Love. You can't understand it because this is the answer. And yes, your mind, if you you just try to listen to your mind would always demand an explanation. The world exists for love. It's not understandable, right? Your mind cannot understand it. It doesn't make sense. Because this is an answer. This is the answer. If that's not enough for you, you need other explanations to help you. But these explanations, you can never ask your mind for the explanations. Your mind cannot begin to tell you about love. But about love, you always go to your heart. You can't ask for help persistently. Ask for help. Just say, please help me. You don't have to say spirits. You can say universe. Please help. You don't need to say, just say help. Say it out loud. It doesn't have to be loud. You can whisper, help me. Help me, please. I'm so used to do this that I would even do it in my dreams. Like, when you have dreams, there will be some crisis or some danger in the dream. When that happens in my dream these days, I would even say, please help me. Angels, spirits, help me. Help me, please. Please help. Spirit guides. I'm not someone that fully bought into the word spirit. I don't think I resonate with this specific word. I think it's still like a man-made way to call them. They're not actually spirits, but that's just our understanding. They're beings. I don't know a name for them. I've been asking for a name. Like, please tell me what's better to call you. I don't know. Just call them friends, maybe your family, because that's what they are to you, really. They're your best friends. Your family, they're closer to you than anybody could be. They're inside of you. They know everything about you. They know better about you than you do about yourself. That's just how close they are to you. Where are they? I don't know. They're just, you can't find better words. I can't find better words. I just call them what people call them, spirits. They are beings. Like you. They live in the different dimensions, so you can't see them with your physical eyes. You can't perceive them with this physical mind, that filters them out. Otherwise, you wouldn't get to experience this physical world immersively. But my English is getting so much better, I think. I can explain things so much more fluently. But if I didn't tell you, you probably didn't even know that I wasn't a native English speaker. You might just think I'm not a very well educated person. That's why I speak sometimes broken English. But it's just my second language. So I'm a badass, am I not? I so admire myself. When I'm not loathing myself, like, I don't loathe myself, I just can't fully accept myself. But when I'm just focusing on the good parts of me that I really like, I admire me. I love being me. It's so great to be me. Oh, Jesus, I invite everyone to be me, and I think God is happy, is lucky to be able to experience the world through me. Because I see things that people don't see. Like when the wind blows, for example, or just a specific scene. When I would take a walk, everybody just walks by, like there's nothing, but I'd be there. I just feel this immense, profound sense of poeticness there. It's so profound and beautiful. There's no words for it. In those times, you can only write poetry that, that wouldn't make logical sense. That's what poetry is. The things that don't make logical sense. It's like make a painting that contains only abstract strokes of colors. There's nothing you can understand. And I have this sensitivity, and I feel these great profundity of beauty and poeticness. It can even be with melancholy. What's the right pronunciation? I forgot. it took me a long time to memorize this word. This word, before this point, I had to, every time I have to type it, I just can't know which letter is the second one. Is it A or E? And every time, because of the pronunciation, it's just really confusing. I thought Malin, so it should be Malen because that's what it's supposed to be. But it's actually the opposite. I just, every single time, some English words, it just takes, because they don't make logical sense, I guess. So it just takes time to, I can never remember. Which is just fun, because my English is evolved to a point that some words I just need to see it once. I can just know how to spell that. Or some words you just need to tell me the pronunciation. You just need to say it to me. I'll be able to spell it. That's how involved my English is. I know that it's not good. It's not like expert level, but it's above average. I don't actually know what my English level is. I just think I have a very low, small vocabulary. But there's something about my English that is just so profoundly excellent. That's not something maybe you can measure. I don't know. I just feel English for me is just like something I can use. Well, not totally smoothly. I use the dictionary all the time. I ask ChatGPT. But I'm fantastic. I need a translator to write academic essays, but I still get A+. Not everybody can get A+ using a translator to write an essay, because the translator is not perfect, right? I don't even use ChatGPT. I use just translator to write, and I get A+. I got A+. I'm not in school anymore. I'm just so good. I am so good. I'm fundamentally good when I'm not obsessed with the appearing flaws in me, the things that I just can't accept about me, which is just a result of social conditioning. I think it's my family, because one thing I can't accept, anything that I can't accept about me, I can't accept about anybody, such as moving your body to music, or I don't mean in a dancing place, but just at home alone move. I find it extremely cringy. I can't do it. When I do it, I just want to hit myself. When I see people do it, it's okay. If somebody's doing it, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's just some things I can't accept. Like picking up your nose, for example. I just find it so disgusting. And I do it all the time, every day, 10 times a day. Every time I do it, I feel so disgusted. I can't accept it. If anybody sees me do it, I guess that's just one thing I can accept. But I think these things are all acceptable. I guess it's just me. I don't know. It's just that the media portrays it to be something disgusting. But it's not, because I read in an article one day that everybody picks up their nose. Or is it pick up or just pick? I don't remember. And it said that an average person picks their nose 4 times a day. I don't think I do it I don't know. I don't really pay attention. I just do it when I remember to do it. Oh, it's so fun to be me. It's so good to be me. I think everybody should pay the ticket to experience what it feels like to be me. Oh, it's so good to be me. It's so good. I love it. I'm the only one in the world that has ever called me selfish. and my mother. And no one else I've ever met. And I've met many people in my life. No one has ever called me selfish other than me and my mother. My mother, because she is selfish. I mean, I don't know what to say. She has problems. She's not a good parent. She hurt me and herself. Not physically, just not intentionally. Just she's doing her best. But she just better off not being a parent. It's better for everyone if she had never been a parent. Because she's not spiritually aware. She's not spiritual at all. She's just very, I don't know what word to describe her. I think she's a very ordinary human being. You can say she's a very normal human being, just a normal. You know, she tries her best to be normal, which is the problem. No one should ever try to be normal. No one should ever try to follow the expectations of a second party other than yourself. Okay? And she does that, and she cares about money, and she cares about safety. And I'd say she's somebody that follows her mind and totally ignores her heart, which is like most people I've met in my life, or everyone I've met in my life. Yeah, you can say so. And she was one that was just calling me selfish all the time. I guess I internalized that, and I always worry if I'm selfish. I'm so sensitive to this. Whenever I'm just too self-absorbed, I just feel, what if I'm not good? But I love being absorbed about me. Me. Everyone should be. You need to fully be you to ever be able to help another. If you can't even be yourself, you're not helping others. Because the only thing you can help the world is by being you. Is by fully being you. And she couldn't accept that because being me was just not safe for her. She felt my way of living, my values, even if she never really thought about it. She could only see that it was different from her values. That's all she could see, and she didn't care about anything else because her values are the only ones that are valid to her, which is making money is the most important thing before anything else. Survival is the most important thing before anything else. You should not talk about dreams. You are not qualified to talk about dreams if you're not financially free. That's her value, which I basically step on. But I was just not even an adult when I was living with her. You know, so she was like authority to me, and I was just, well, I was not changed by her, as you can see. But it was just so tough being her. It was just so much sadness, and I was so depressed. I'm gonna make this video 3 hour long. Yeah, so I'm charging my phone. It can last for as long as I want it to be. She's the only parent. My dad wasn't there. I have a stepfather. My dad died. And I don't even know if he would support me, to be fair, but I really loved him when he was alive. And he's here right now with me in spirit. You know, let me tell you a creepy thing. If you don't believe in spirits, you'll be creeped out. There was one night I was just sitting there. I asked for a sign. Please give me a sign. Because just before that, I had watched a video with 411 in it, which was my father's birthday. But then there was a total different video. It was a random video. And then it was not even the letter. It was just 4 as in FOR, not the number, but just the word 4. And 411 was an Instagram account. That was my father's birthday. And I was just, the other night, I was just, please give me a sign. I didn't know what sign to ask for, but then I thought about that Instagram account. So I said, give me 411. Guess what? Literally the next second, I clicked into YouTube and a newest video that person that I follow, newly posted video. I clicked in. Jesus, it says 411. So just to tell you this, to tell you that he is here with me, and I ask him for help all the time because he's the only person I'm close to that's dead. I have a grandpa too, but he's not so close to me. Like, when he died, I wasn't even sad. I wonder what he's doing, what a spirit world is like. I've heard this evidence-based medium explain what the spirit world is like. It's basically you can do anything. You can manifest anything in 1 second. For example, you want to eat pizza, you can be eating pizza. You will never feel full. You can just eat as many as you want. If you want to play golf, you can play golf. So I would wonder what I would do. The first thing I would do is of course, I think I would wonder if I want to do that thing immediately or I want to save it for later. I guess I want to do it. I can do, but the thing is, again, another thing is you can be simultaneously at all places doing more than one thing at a time, so I can do everything at the same time. Of course, the first thing I want to do, the thing that I want to do the most is to get all the answers to my questions. All the questions that I've ever had. That I can't know now, for example. The ones that I said will have perfectly satisfying answers. Like all the questions in the world, they have perfectly satisfying answers. That's why questions exist, because the answers exist. No doubt. That's intuitive knowledge. So if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you get it. I can't explain it. So that's just the first thing I want to do. And I know that it will happen. As soon as I die, I will know all the answers to my questions. So sometimes I just want to die, I just want to die because sometimes you just can't live anymore with those questions. Sometimes. I just ask, please let me be dead. I want to die right now. I want to die because I want to know I can't. I want to know, I can die at any time. Come and kill me. It's so easy. If it's your time to die, and the lightning can come and take you. That's just how easy. Or you just have a sudden heart attack, or whatever. You can just be dead like that. You don't even need to go out and get hit by a car. You don't need to do it yourself. When it's your time to die, things will happen. And here we call them accidents, and they're never accidents. They're all planned by you. It's not an accident. The people that died, they planned it. They have to. I don't want to talk anymore. If no one I've ever met ever called me selfish or ever suggested that I am selfish, then I guess I'm far away from being a selfish person. No one other than my mother ever called me selfish. She knew absolutely nothing about me. That's what I know. If I am selfish, let me be. I enjoy being me. If that has to be selfish, well, let it be. I love me. What I know is I'm the last selfish person in the world. I want to have heartfelt bonds with people, which doesn't have the room for true selfishness. How do I get this idea out of me? I just so buy into the selfishness idea about me, you know. Help me, spirits. Help me know that I'm not selfish. Help me never think that I'm selfish ever again. When I have a divorce with my mother, and her voice is in me, let it come. Please help me, everyone. Help me. Help me, everyone that can hear me and can help me. Take it out. I don't ever want to think that I'm selfish to be me anymore. It's a big thing. I'm not selfish. She's a bitch. That's why she calls me selfish. She is selfish. No one ever called me selfish. Even now, when I try to call me selfish, there are things that come up in my mind that proves it wrong. I am not selfish. She is selfish. That's why she had to. That's why her life sucks, because she doesn't follow her heart. And she wants to make me the same. Not because she's selfish, because she knew nothing. She was ignorant. She needed to learn about the importance of following your heart, living a heart-centered, not a mind-centered life. Unfortunately, my whole family is a mind-centered family. They never talk about dreams, passion. Never. It's not their vocabulary. They never have ever said that word. Jesus Christ. That's just how crazy they are. And they never said the word. Never said love. They would never hug you. When you cry, they just scold you more. That's my biological family that I don't talk to anymore because of this. Why did I choose them to be my family? Because we all choose our families. We choose each other. You choose your parents and they chose you. That's why you gotta be born. It's never an accident that you were born, even if it might appear so. Even if you have parents that don't love you, they chose you not because they chose you out of love. They can't love you here because they, like I said, some people follow their mind and they don't follow their heart. Like my family, they don't. It's not that they don't love me. They don't have the ability to love. They live in fear. They live a fear-driven life. They just want safety. They don't have space in them for love. So they prioritize everything else. So I don't blame them, not a day. Other than when I'm hungry. When I'm really mad at something they said. Something came up in my mind. I get angry and then I just curse at them. Her, only her. My mother. I actually, if you tell me I was adopted, I would believe in Jesus. I'm so different than her. Jesus. I look so much like my father that I know I'm not adopted. I don't look like her at all. I look like my father. I look just like him, which is creepy. Just creepy. I wear glasses because of him. Because his DNA of getting short-sighted in me. He has glasses on. But he's not really a good parent either, even if he's a... Well, I'd say he had a happy life. I have to actually know very little about him. We didn't spend a lot of time together, but I just feel like he had a lot of friends. And he had his struggles. And I never grieved for him, even though I loved him so much. I never grieved for him, which is just something very magical. If there's anything magical happened for me, that is one. I never felt grief for him. Even I was never spiritual as a kid. I only got spiritual 2 years ago, that's it. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2023. June. Exactly. This is June 2025. Exactly 2 years ago I became spiritual. Before that point I never knew anything about afterlife or death. So it was just magic. I never felt grief for him throughout my life. He died very early. Not early enough for me to feel total apathy. I was old enough to understand everything. Death. But I wasn't sad at all that he died. Totally recovered from it immediately. Like it never bothered me. Which was interesting. Very interesting. Sometimes I would miss him very, very rarely. But I told you, I loved him so much. More than anyone. I've never loved anybody else than you. But I still, from an objective perspective, I think it's better off that he died. Because I can see, maybe he would be just like my mother. Prioritizing survival than dreams. Might have values totally against mine, just like the rest of the family. But he died. Which is great, because I love the me today. I don't want anything to change in my past. If anything changed in my past, for example, he never died, I might turn out to be a different person. I don't know. Actually, I don't think that would be the case. I just don't know, what would it be. What I would be like had he never died. I would be with him right now. I don't know. Not right now. I mean, I would grow up with him, or without him. It was always the work. And what would it be like for me? Maybe it would be even worse. Even though I hate my mother's family a lot, but maybe had he never died, it would end up being worse. Who knows? Actually, both of my mother's and father's families are not heart-centered families. You know what I mean? I know what heart-centered families feel like. Because I'm a heart-centered person. I know what it's like I know what connects, what resonates with me. I know what true heart-centered relationships are like, because I can resonate with it immediately. When I see it in the movies, I immediately resonate with it. Oh, I am a miracle. I am an art. A piece of art. That's me. I love being me. I even love the fact that I'm not good looking. Had I been good looking, I probably would be shallower as a person, because you have to be not good looking to not take appearance for granted. If I was good looking, I would take appearance for granted. I would love that the world is a superficial world that focuses on look, because I'm good looking, so everybody loves me. And I love that. And I'll be a more shallower person because I'm not good looking and I suffered from this. Just let me think. and let me just dig deeper into meaning. Maybe I should love the fact that I pick my nose and other things that I shouldn't say. About me that I can't accept for a long time. Like my acne, I think they're so disgusting. They're not good looking. I have them a lot. But I actually just love them because I am such a marvelous human being. Anything about me is good because they're mine. I should love every inch of my skin and my acne as well. And my just the skin illness that I get. It's mild skin condition that I have. It's not even an illness, just a condition that looks ugly, but I should just love it as well because I'm born with it. And having it for as far as I remember, I think maybe from when I was 5, who knows. They just show up on my skin here and there. And they never were gone. I received a lot of treatments just there. Showing up at different places, different times. It looks scary if I show you. So I don't want to show you because you won't be disgusted by that. But I should love it. I actually love it. I feel like it's an old friend. I look at it, I feel the sense of familiarity and like we know each other for so long. They've accompanied me in my whole life, literally. They're closer to me than anybody in the world. Nobody gets to judge it. They judge, like I said, judgment is ignorance. And I am such a profound, miraculously profound, poetic human being. I can do whatever I want. Everything about me is amazing. I should be more aware of that. I should remember it more often. Sometimes oh fuck, I don't want to say. I think I'm done talking. Okay. Follow your heart. I mean, don't follow your mind. That's what I mean. Because that makes you suffer. At least that makes me suffer. Because I am just a very intellectual person. I have to think all the time about many things that my mind cannot solve. So it just suffers, It makes me suffer if I just listen more to it. You don't need an explanation for why you exist. For love. You just need to know it. That's it. You exist for love. You don't need to intellectually understand it, because love cannot be intellectually understood. It cannot. Like, you ever fall in love with someone? That's not a good example, because normally falling in love means infatuation or obsession, and then actual love, unconditional love is what I'm talking about. So that's not a good example. So when you love someone, it's never an intellectual process. It's just a feeling that you cannot, totally out of your mind's ability to understand. You cannot explain it. I don't mean infatuation, falling in love. I don't mean romantic relationships. I mean, like, when you love someone, it can be anything. It can be a friend, a family, or a partner, or anyone, a stranger, even, or a person that you know on the internet. You feel love for them. It's unconditional love. It's not intellectual. So don't follow your mind. Your mind doesn't. It's not about love. Your mind is created by love, and it doesn't perceive love. I have this thing in me. It's so funny. Look, I can show you. It's as if it has eyes. It's so cute. It looks at me. Checks you out. Tiny little cutie. Look at this. It's so cute. This is what your mind is like. That's how silly it is. I mean, it's just looking at me straight in the eyes. It looks at you straight in the eyes. Look. Very silly. It's so hot here. Welcome to live here. If you were supposed to come here and live here, you will find out where it is. So I'm not gonna say. Like, the universe will send you. Like how the universe guided me here, it will guide you here as well. It's an extremely beautiful but hot place. But it's not really hot. You know, I've been many places in the world, in the country. I mean, not many, but a few. And they're all this hot. It's not because this place is so close to the equator, but because it's, well, you know, the places in the country that are much further away from the equator, they're even hotter. Like, they can be at 40 degrees Celsius, but here it's just like 39, 38. It's just not hotter than other places, which really comforts me, you know, because this is just so hot, more than I can bear. Like, my hometown never gets this hot, at least when I was a kid. Like, when I stayed there till I was 18. The summer never goes over 32 degrees was the highest I can remember from childhood. Never got hotter than this. So that place didn't have air conditioner. It would never get colder than below zero. It would never drop below zero. It didn't have a heater either. Even if it was actually really cold, but I guess it was bearable. So as I moved out there, I just couldn't understand the heat, you know. It's not something that I grew up with, this kind of heat. Well, here I can understand because it's so close to the equator. It makes sense. But other places in the world, like Italy, for example. I lived in Italy, and It was not close to the equator. It was like a north part of Italy. It was so fucking hot, shit. I don't remember. It was 38 degrees. I don't know how hot it is here. I should check the temperature. I guess it's hot. It's just really, really humid here. It's just humid. That's what I can't bear. You just have to have the air conditioner on. Now I'm feeling cold. Oh shit. Should I go out today? It's not sunny. There's nothing to see outside. Maybe just take a walk. Don't know if I should upload this video. Maybe not. Don't know which creeps watch this video to this point. I guess it's just a different person every time that watches every one of my videos. But who can it be? It's not special videos. Just videos. I think nobody would watch the video to this point. Or they should, they could, because I'm such a charming person. Like, I have this charm that's not superficial like a psychopath. They have this superficial charm. My charm is like profound. I'm extremely charming a human being. In a way that, I mean, the word charm always has a superficial sense. But I have this charm that's just, Jesus Christ. It's like wine. Not everybody likes wine. Like the best wine, for example, is a very profound flavor. Even if I am someone that really hates wine, but I can understand why people like it. I guess it's just a lucky thing that I don't enjoy alcohol. The taste of alcohol, but I like to be drunk. I would never get addicted to alcohol. I just hate how it tastes. No matter how much alcohol I've consumed in my life, it just tastes like shit. It tastes like a piss. It's just slightly better than piss, I guess. I think it's just slightly better than piss. And beer is the best, but I have to have the lightest type of beer to have the lowest taste of alcohol in it. Otherwise, it tastes disgusting. So disgusting. Or maybe I just should try more cocktails, but they are expensive just for the alcohol. And I'm not a drink person. Like, a drink can taste really good, but it's not worth the money. It's just something to drink. And it's just alcohol. It always tastes like alcohol. It always tastes disgusting, and that's why would you spend a lot of money to buy something that still tastes just a little disgusting? If all I want is to get a little drunk. Haven't got drunk I think the last time I got drunk, the last time I consumed alcohol was, I don't know when. What I really want is someone to be with me, someone that I can connect with profoundly, to be here with me and watch me consume some alcohol and become really free spirited. Like when I take some alcohol, I become so relaxed. I guess it would be just like weed, even though I've never had the weed, and I don't think I will. I just feel like the mind chattering's much less immediate. Like when I'm tipsy, at the edge of being drunk, I can just be me even more. I don't give a fuck anymore what people think. But it didn't work if it's very intense situation. Like the time I went to a house party with a lot of people, with everyone I don't know except for one person. I just drank a lot of alcohol. It didn't work at all. I was so drunk. Couldn't walk straight. But I still, like, I couldn't be me. I couldn't talk to anyone because I was so socially awkward. I am socially awkward. And nobody came to talk to me. I don't know why. Maybe they all knew each other. I was strangers. They were just talking to people that they knew. I wanted someone to talk to me, but they never would, like, in a party or in a gathering or whatever, social situation. If you don't go up to approach someone, then they don't come and approach you. Which is great, because in my culture, we don't have this party culture or bar, pub culture. In my country, you only drink with people that you know. Nobody would go to a bar alone. It's just like in the UK, nobody goes to the bar alone. You always go with friends. And what I've seen in the US movies, American movies, is the opposite. You go alone and then you pick up someone there. In the UK, you always go with friends. You never see a person there alone. Never. Or you never see one person picking on somebody up. I don't know, I always went there with someone. I've never been there alone. I wouldn't. Why would I? It's just so depressing to go alone. Jesus, if I just wanted to have a drink, I could just do it alone at home. So I never got taken advantage of, I guess, thanks to this culture here. I would get so excited if someone approached me that I would probably not notice their real intention. They could have taken advantage of me when I was young, back then. Thankfully, they didn't. Am I gonna delete this video or upload it? Don't know. Kinda wanna delete it. Because I'm a little embarrassed. Don't know who will watch. Maybe I should just trust the universe that will send people that this video is for. Who will not be a stalker, just an average person on the internet that needs this video. Maybe my soulmate will find me. Not a pretended soulmate, but a real one. Nobody can pretend. Like, I'm someone that's a honesty detector, or authenticity detector, which is a better word. Nobody can pretend in front of me. So I could just feel it. I don't even have to feel it, I just know it. Like the kind of psychopathic superficial charm would never work on me. If a charm is superficial, I mean, I would feel it. First of all, I'm not drawn to psychopaths. I know that many people are so drawn to them. I am not. Because I'm someone really self-absorbed. I think psychopaths attract people that are not self-absorbed. Because psychopaths are self-absorbed. And so they would find me very unattractive. Like how I find them unattractive. I don't want to post this video anymore. I kind of want to post this still. Like, I want the world to hear me. But I'm afraid, what if the world judges me? What if people... But if someone were to judge me, why would they watch the video to this point? It's a very personal video. They wouldn't watch the video to this point and still be judging me, rather than being deeply in love with me, because I am so charming. Maybe I would just post and see what happens. I already made up my mind to delete it, but then I thought, okay, maybe I should just trust the universe. Let's see what kind of people would watch the video to this point. Like, I know some kind of people would be drawn to people that are a little bit of narcissistic, kind of like me, but I'm borderline narcissistic, maybe. Which means I'm not narcissistic at all. Just, like, if I was selfish, I would be narcissistic. But I'm a heart-centered person, so I'm just charming. And I'm a very introverted person, so I'm just very self-aware, so I could never be a narcissist. And I'm socially awkward, so I wouldn't appear really charming to people that don't know me. I would appear shy and closed to people that don't know me. Like, if like, you know, what's interesting is when I meet someone, I think it's the same for everyone. You normally are a, something I felt like it made sense. You normally is, I could say you is, because it's not, language is not rules that you should follow. Language is a continuing creation. I think you should just say you is. So you normally is a very introverted person, closed to strangers. But suddenly you meet someone, you just don't feel nervous in front of them. You just feel really relaxed with them, you know? Sometimes I would meet people in a situation like that. I don't know. I don't appear to be charming to people that don't know me. And I was just thinking, am I charming at all? Like, I mean, I'm so self-aware. That's in the way. You're too self-aware. You care too much about what other people think about you. That kind of gets in the way of being you and being charming. I think the most charming is when you don't give a fuck about what people think. They can say all the worst things that they can think of. that they would expect to make you feel bad, but you don't give a damn because their opinions don't matter. Because anybody that gives a negative opinion about you is someone that doesn't know shit about you. At least in my case, it is extremely so. They can say all the things you want to say. I am just so extremely an excellent being. I love being me. It's a shame that you don't see it, or you're not me. It's a shame that people should more be like me, you know? Intuitive, spontaneous, and loosen the grip onto life. As if life is so good. I mean, being alive is not good, like death is the last thing you should be afraid of. The things you want to do in life are more important than life itself. When you live that way, that's when all the things happen for you, and that's when you become so free and so authentic, so charming like me. Like me. I love being me. I love being me so much that I can die. I don't care about being alive. If life gets in the way of me being me, I'd be dead. And that's what everybody should be like. Everybody should be like this. Maybe that's why I am here, to show people the right way to live. Loosen up. Be you. Live in a heart-centered way. Unwaveringly believing in love. I think anyone would just fall in love with me, which is a very negative term in my understanding. If they knew me, which is great then that most people can't know me because they care about things that stop them from knowing me. Like if you're someone that prioritizes survival, you can never understand me. So you can't love me just like my mother. She can't possibly love me because her mind was filled with that false beliefs about life. She couldn't see me because she was blind. She couldn't see. She didn't have the ability to see me. Just like everyone that I've encountered. I'm so obsessed with being me. It's utmost joy. Imagine being you and you love it. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't want to kill myself because it's depressed. Because I love me, so I love my body, and I don't want to hurt the body. It's just depressing to think about it. You need to hurt your body in order to be dead. Jesus Christ. I don't want to do it. judge me! I don't think anybody that would judge me would watch the video to this point. But if you still judge me, then you suffer from your judgments towards me. Okay? You suffer. I'm so obsessed with being me. I think I'm perfect. Perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect. But I think I'm just perfectly perfect. Everything about me is perfect. I am perfect. It's not a privilege. You can be perfect if you want to be. If you allow you to be you, you're perfect. I am perfect because I allow me to be me. Because I never give up being me because I am me. I never listen to others when it comes to my life. I never ever would listen to someone about how I should live my life. That's my secret. I love that. It feels so good. Oh, it's so good. You should try it. I feel like I'm spoiled by the universe. The universe is like a parent that spoils me like a child. Now I don't want to publish this video anymore. I don't want to publish it anymore. Delete it. But I still want someone to watch it somehow. But I don't know what to say. I don't want total strangers to watch this video because it's a very personal video. Like, why? Because I'm afraid of misunderstanding. What can I do about it? Fuck. Maybe I should just upload it. Trust the universe. Just trust that nobody would ever say something to hurt me. No one's opinion about you matters. Because no one has ever said anything that has made you upset. It's only because you already believe in the thing that they have said. Before they said it, you already believe in it. So it's still you that made you upset. Even before they had said those things. Fuck. I'm just really afraid that somebody would come up and be a hater of me. Or some people that would just stalk me because I am so charming. But I don't know. I don't want a stalker nor a hater. I want someone that truly would connect with me and would be drawn to me in a way on a soul level bond. That is just an equal thing, not a power thing. A soul level bond, a heart-centered connection. If I ever would publish video, it's for that. I want to be seen for what I am. Not judgment, not through the lens of judgments or obsession, but for who I am and what I am, and the only people that would truly connect with me can do that. I want this video to be heard, but I'm also afraid, what if the people that don't connect me watch this video? But why would they watch it till this point? If they don't connect with me, they wouldn't watch it to this point, right? So I am safe. But what if it's a stalker? Why would anybody stalk me? Doesn't make any sense. People would only stalk sexy people. I am not. I look like a kid. But I'm not a kid. So I'm perfectly safe. Like, I can be asexual if I want to be. I'm not asexual, but I can be. Like, my sexuality doesn't control me like it does other people. Other people are just totally controlled by their sexuality. Their mind's all about sex and sexuality when it comes to everything. As relationships, especially. I'm totally fine if I will never have sex for the rest of my life. 100% fine. Had enough. In fact, I cannot imagine being in a relationship with my soul level partner. And this relationship is sexual. It's not. I know it's not going to be a sexual relationship in any sense. It will be a very intimate relationship, more intimate than any other ones in the world, and it won't involve sex. Because it's not needed. I've read the books, the more advanced the civilization is, the more conscious they are, the less they need sex. Sex is almost like an unconscious experience. It's total physical, okay? You kind of have to lose a bit of your mind in order to have sex. You don't have sex being fully conscious. I mean, not like conscious, fully aware. Like, you're always kind of, a great part of you is lost during sex. It just becomes fully this meat suit that you wear during sex. It's fully physical pleasure. You're fully focused on your skin, your sexual organs, the sense of touch. Even as it's with someone that you love, when you do it, it's still more than half of you is focused physically. It's not a very spiritual. That's the reason why this planet is so heavy on sex. Everybody cares about sex as if it's something so essential. Oh, jeez, it's not. It's because how unadvanced this planet is spiritually. The less advanced spiritually a person is, the more they love sex, think about sex, and care about sex. It's just like the more animal they are. Can't you see? You see those people, most advanced people, spiritually advanced people in the world, like Eckhart Tolle, for example. He's never had sex ever since, I don't know, like his awakening or what. I don't know. Like he's 70 years old and he hasn't had sex for decades. You look at him and you know he's asexual. I mean, he's not asexual, you know? Asexual is like sexuality. Like you're born not to feel any sex arousal. Like it's a biological thing, a physical thing. But if a person isn't asexual and still like doesn't give a shit about sex, I think that is a sign of spiritual advancement. And yes, I happen to be included in that description, but I'm not really trying to boast here. But I really think it's true. I just happen to be that as well. Well, I guess you just have to be that to realize that. Not trying to boast, not trying to tell you that I am better than everybody else. Maybe I actually think I am better, but and not in a way that I'm a better person, but I'm more spiritual. I know better. Like, yes, I know better, because most people don't know that they should follow their heart. Most people prioritize survival and dream and following their dreams and passion. I think I am better in essence. I know better. I don't mean like when I say I'm better, I don't mean like I'm a better person or I have the right to look down upon others. Well, that's the last thing I would do, because I would never look at someone and say I'm better than him. I would just say I know better and more spiritually advanced than a person that follows their mind and their heart. In fact, I shouldn't even say that, because that just gives you this ego boost that makes you feel like really you're better than others. Which isn't good. It isn't good. But I do know for 100% true is the more spiritually advanced a person is, the less they are attached to their sexuality. For some people, romantic relationships is all about sex. Like for them, relationship is sex. I've heard it from someone. They say sex equals to relationship. Relationship equals to sex. I've heard it more than once. Twice, actually. Because, I don't attract the kind of people because I'm like the opposite of them. To me, true soul-bond relationship won't be sexual. It just won't be like by nature. It's not like you discipline yourself from sex, but you just naturally don't need to, because you don't need to, so you don't do it. It's like you're not hungry, so you don't eat, because you have this deep soul level of satisfaction that you don't have any more physical needs when it comes to relationships. You're so intimately connected with the person that you're with that on the spiritual, on the soul level, and at every level, that no physical level intimacy is needed, is desired. Because sex is there for reproduction. It's an animal thing. Like, animals are the most unconscious beings. Like, they don't have a sense of self. They don't have a mind. I love them. I love them more than I love people. Because they don't have a mind, so they're perfectly innocent. They don't calculate. But also, that's why they need sex to reproduce. That's why we are, in a great sense, they're animals, because look how much we rely on sex to reproduce. In higher levels of civilizations, sex is not needed. Reproducing, or even the word isn't accurate anymore. Like, bringing a new life into physical reality will be a completely spiritual process. It's fully consciously intended. Like here, it's like luck, right? We have sex and to see if we get it. If we get it, if we don't get it, we keep having sex. Or you have sex, you don't want any children, but accidentally, you find out, now I'm pregnant. That's how unconscious it is. This birthing process is in this planet. Accident, just like the animal kingdom. Very animal. The more sexual a person is, the more they need sex, the more they need some enlightenment. They need to focus on their heart. The more they need to be themselves. Like, if you're someone that's fully, that you let yourself be you, fully creative, you're like, let's say you have a job that you love so much. I mean, you also are someone that's not drawn to sex. Because sex energy is a creative energy. When it's repressed, it becomes libido. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the word right again. Libido. I think it's libido. If you find yourself with a high sex drive because you're not allowing yourself to be you, you're somehow in some way limiting your creativity. You're maybe having too much rules, or you're just disciplining yourself too much. You're not giving yourself any room for spontaneity. And that's how you can become really, really highly sexual. And you suffer from it. Like excessive sexual drive is like a suffering. Like, I can understand. I can totally understand. I think I'm like a highly sexual person, like physically speaking. Like I'm not sure, to be fair, but I felt like I started to experience sexual pleasure as early as when I was 6. Yeah. So it's not that I'm an asexual person. I had a lot of sex before. More than I actually would want now, looking back. But I don't judge. I know I just had to be who I was in order to be who I am today. And I've always, even before I ever had sex, I knew that true love, or like relationship that's literally a soul level true love relationship, a soulmate, it doesn't need sex. I knew it. And then someone challenged me one day. He said, "You're a virgin, so how can you be sure of that?" That's the main reason that drove me to start to have sex, to find out. And I had a lot of sex, and my thoughts never changed, ever. You don't need sex. A relationship doesn't need sex. The more pure your relationship is, like the more truly intimate a relationship is on a soul level, the less you need sex. I think the reason why people have so much sex, people attach relationships to sex so much, is because they never focus prioritizing relationships like true love. That's why they never get truly intimate with their partners. That's why they need sex so much, because this type of intimacy is made up through sexual activity, which is so shallow, incredibly shallow. Ignorant. I'm not judging it when I say these two words, I'm just describing it. It's just a very intuitive knowing, like, I just know that sex is less than essential, like, it's just not necessary at all. Well, everybody realizes that we really would not need sex for reproduction anymore. When everybody realizes it, that's when everybody lives a heart-centered life. That's when there will be no more wars and no more diseases, no more cancer. What is cancer? Cancer is your body attacking itself. The cells inside of you attacking other cells inside of you. That's exactly what happens in this world. People attacking people. We're all a family, yet we're attacking each other. That's why there are cancers. You know, on the micro level always reflects a macro level, because everything's interconnected. The cancer happens because we are still attacking each other. That's why we have cancer. I know for sure, absolutely sure, if there were no more wars, big wars or small wars between you and other people in your life, big wars between nations, the reason why wars happen is because everybody has wars with each other. When you argue with someone on the internet, it's a war. That's what happens between nations. Why are there wars? Because the nations argue with each other, and it ends up in violence. Whenever you still feel violent towards another human being, as long as one human being still feels violent towards another human being, there will be wars. It's the micro and the macro. The micro creates the macro. The macro recreates the micro. The only solution is a heart-centered life is the only solution. A heart-centered life, and you follow your heart. When you believe that you exist for love, and you should just wash yourself with this. I guess you can never succeed brainwashing yourself, because love is something that's forever beyond the understanding of the intellectual mind. It's based on just logic, which is the result, which is a system that we created through navigating the physical world. Based on duality. Our logic is totally a product of duality. Look at it's either black or white. A thing is either black or white. It cannot be both black or white. It's either yes or no. That's our logic. You know, it can never be both yes and no. This thing is either a TV or it's not a TV. It cannot be a TV and not a TV. That's our logic. It's either an apple or a pear. That's our logic. You know, it's a duality product. So what does it know? It knows nothing about love, because love is beyond duality. You know, that's the ultimate explanation why the mind just can't understand love, and you can never achieve love through thinking. You can swim in the ocean of your intellectuality and in the ocean of your thoughts, and you can never dream to find love there. Love is not to be found. Love is given. Love is here right now. You just stop looking for it. You exist for love, for example. And don't engage in mental activities to try to understand this, because you won't. You will fail like I did. If I go out, like it's getting late, I feel kind of stuck. I want to go out and shit. What if it was kicked in front of my door? I've only listened to Wayne say times. Maybe the it's so hot here. Jesus. Help me, it's so hot here. Fuck, man. It's so hot. Shit, I don't even want to go out anymore. It's just hot. Flying high, staying low. Please, please, my soulmates, come and find me and get me out of this place. It's so hot and it's just June. Oh God, shit. Maybe I should go down and see if it's hot out there. Oh shit. Oh fuck, man. I'm gonna just go down and see if it's hot downstairs. Do you think it's hotter above on the ground, or do you think it's hotter on the top floor? On the 20th floor where I live, it's just hot. Have to keep the AC on, I think. My soulmates, if you're listening to this video, come and find me here and take me out of here. Please. Shit. Am I gonna spend another summer here? I've spent only one summer here, actually. That's true. Another one. Oh, the last summer was fine. It wasn't too bad. This one is just, I mean, it's just exactly the same as the last one. Just gonna be humid and hot. And rain in the afternoon. Sunny in the morning. When I am still asleep. Cockroach, cockroach, tiny, tiny, big eyes, small toes, cockroach, cockroach, brownish skin. High and hidden low. They always hide on the floor. They would never climb somewhere and hide there. They always stay on the floor. They always go down to the floor. Because they're not good flyers, you know. They would never hide somewhere in their place where they have to be on the wall. It's always on the floor, always. I've seen them. They're always on the floor. That's how, you know, silly they are. I guess that's cute about them. And, you know, they have really big eyes. I've never seen, but I know if I could see them, if I could always see the cockroach's eyes, because they have such small heads, which is also cute. I love you, cockroach. I love you. And it's so perfect that they're not black. Imagine if they were black, it would look like black is a duller color, but they're brown, and their shade of brown is just like coffee beans, right? A very beautiful shade of brown. Had you ever seen a cockroach in full light? It's just so beautiful they are. In the dark they can look, you always see them in the dark, you never see them in full light where they're just cute because they're so silly, you know. And the rats are just so much smarter. The rats are cute because anything with the face is cute, even spiders. I tell you. Oh, I can imagine myself hugging a big spider. And they're so soft. The spiders, they don't have bones, do they? They're just soft. If you could pet one, you can see they're just so soft. And they have a fur covering them. Like the other day, I saw this bug. It had, like, I made a video of it. You just need to, it's called the elephant-nosed bug on my channel. I don't know if I should go out. Okay, go with me. Oh my phone is gonna explode. It's so hot. It's being charged for so long. I'm gonna make this video extremely long, so you're coming with me. Has 40% battery. Let's go outside. And the cleaning lady had just cleaned the dead cockroach. It's not there anymore. Yesterday it was there. It was a small one, maybe a teenager. I don't know how it died. I think this is not there because I checked just now. Just see. It's not there. It's not anywhere. I can't see it. Oh, geez, even the hallway is so hot. I really don't want to go out. Shit. It's hot. Shit. Should I even go out, man? Jesus. It feels like, oh, fuck, man. I feel like stepping into a microwave. Jesus Christ. Jesus, are you there? Just help. Please, spirits, universe, makes this place cool. Makes this place cooler than it is today. Jesus, I can't believe how hot it is. Fuck, man. Thank you, cleaning lady. Thank you for cleaning that cockroach for me. Shit, it's like 7 in the evening. It's the hottest day ever. It's hotter than yesterday. I mean, I can't even breathe. Should I even go out? What do I go out for? Just to take you out with me. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's so... Maybe because I stayed with the air conditioner all day, so it's hot for me. Always remember. Thank you so much, cleaning lady. I thought she was not gonna come up because it's the top floor, and I thought she might come up here like maybe once a week or was, but she did come up immediately today. I saw it yesterday, and today it's gone. Oh, my soulmate, if you're watching this, come and take me out of here. Shit. It's hot shit. Sometimes I think about if I should go back to my hometown, but I don't know about that place. Because it's a place with more bugs, like spiders, like all kinds of bugs. It's butterflies too. It's a place with loads of type. It's a very beautiful place. It's very natural with a lot of mountains and forests. And I don't know, I think it's less humid, it's less hot, more animals, more small animals there, like all kinds of bugs. Jesus. Going down in the elevator now. It's great that when you record a video, you don't need the internet. Just right now, I got into the elevator and then I came down, and actually it's much cooler. But then this synchronicity happened, which was I got into the elevator. Had I got into the elevator 5 minutes later or 5 minutes earlier, I wouldn't run into them. But this lady came in with 2 policemen, and then she asked if I lived here. And then she told me that this happened to her, like somebody opened her door with a card when she was at home. Jesus Christ. And my question is, why do I have to run into this kind of thing? Because it starts to get me to start to worry. Because, I'm someone that's just a little paranoid. Had I got into the elevator 5 minutes earlier, 5 minutes later, I wouldn't run into her, and I wouldn't know about this. I wouldn't. Actually, it's very, very cool down here. I mean, not cool, like totally cool, but it's much cooler than I imagined. It's hotter than in the hall, and the policemen, they were so tall. Jesus Christ. I thought people here were short, but they were so tall. And they should be native here. Like, people here are supposed to be short, but they were so tall. Jesus. They were so serious looking. It kind of scared me. But which is great. Like, they're taking it seriously. Like, I thought they would just let it be. This thing happened to me once with someone opened my door with the key, but I think I'm 100%, I'm almost sure that it's because the key could open all the doors here. Like, you can have a key, and it's just the original key that you get when you buy the house. If you buy a house here, you get a key, and I think that key can open all the doors in one building. That's what I think. And I've read it on the internet, like this person just walks to the wrong building, but with their key, they still open the door. And then they found out that the key could open every single door in that neighborhood. And I think that was the case for me. Somebody opened the door while I was home. They didn't knock at all. They didn't try to check if somebody was there. And I was there playing the piano. So I was making sounds. So if they were like someone as a thief or someone like a thief, they would try to check if someone is home at all. And it was during daytime. very bright daytime, like in the morning, like 10 or 11 or 1 o'clock, I don't know, it's just daytime. And I think before lunch, I was there playing the piano, like making noise, and somebody opened the door. And then before I could see it, I just heard the noise, but I didn't realize. And when I saw it, the one was gone. But this woman, she told me in the elevator, she told me that person first pressed the doorbell, and then she was in the shower, so she didn't hear him or her. I think it's probably, like, I might be a sexist, but you know, most criminals, like, I don't know. Okay, I will not be a sexist here. Okay, it's just a person, I don't know who, and didn't hear her. She didn't hear the doorbell, so that person proceeded to open the door with a card. Like she didn't see it because she was in the shower, but then she heard the door open, and then she maybe screamed or what, or she yelled. I think she yelled, didn't scream. She just yelled, who's that? And then that person's gone. She came out, and then that person's gone. But she heard the sound, which is really weird. You know, what is that? Why did I have to run into her, you know? Like, I was still, like, undecisive whether or not to go downstairs. Had I gone down 5 minutes earlier? Had I come down 5 minutes earlier? Or had I come down 5 minutes later? I wouldn't, even 1 minute later. Or even 1 minute later. Exactly 1 minute later. Or, let's see, when I pressed the elevator button, the elevator was at low floors. Actually, they pressed it before me, I think. Because the elevator was already going up. And the elevator always picks up you if you live in higher levels. Even if you press the button later than people from lower levels have. The elevator still always prioritizes you. I figured this out because, you know, one day I noticed that the elevator was already going up. So somebody else had pressed it. And then I pressed it while it was going up already. It still came up to get me, other than going to where it was supposed to go to. The first person that pressed it. And I think the two policemen took the woman into the car and took her away for further investigation. And Jesus, why did I have to run into them? It's like a synchronicity, as if I was supposed to know it. As if I was supposed to know this thing. And of course I am supposed to know it, otherwise I wouldn't have run into them. It's not as if I was supposed to know. It is exactly that I am supposed to run into them. That's why I run into them. If they had the elevators, I think it was the 10th floor where it stopped when I was in it. So, I don't know, maybe 18, but really lower than 18. I think it was 6th or 12th. So had the elevator stopped before I pressed the button, I wouldn't run into them. Not at all. So had I been there just 1 minute later, I would not have run into them. For Christ's sake, why did I have to run into them? Now I heard about this and I started panicking for myself. Because I live alone. What if that person comes back and tries me? Oh, tiny little dog over there. Hello. Oh, you're so cute. Can I pet you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I have to run into them? Well, maybe I'll find out later. Now that she called the police, I feel a little bit comforted. She literally is more paranoid than I am. Because last time somebody opened my door, nothing happened.
Nothing happened later. Again, nothing happened. Literally, nothing happened. So my judgment was right. If it was a thief, I don't know. Actually, it's still the evening time. Why would a thief come in the evening? Why don't they come at night when people are asleep? Why do they come in the evening when people could be at home? And that person was so... She said she was in the shower. She didn't hear the doorbell, but she heard the door opened, and she yelled, and then she came out. That person's gone, but she heard card cracking sounds, like somebody could try to open a lock with a card. Jeez, why did I have to run into this shit? And with the recorder on, the recording, I pressed pause when I was in the elevator. You heard me in the elevator. When I saw people coming in, I pressed pause. And then that's when it happened. When she came in and she asked if I lived there. And then I asked maybe it's someone that went to the wrong door, blah, blah, blah. The policeman was so serious, straight poker face. And they were tall, so they make me really feel safe. It's actually good that now the policemen are involved. It's a shame that there are only cameras in the elevators, but not in the hallways. So if that person didn't take the elevator, I think if it's someone that knows to not use the elevator, then they would also know not to come during the evening time, but at a later time when everybody is asleep, right? If they're smart enough to not use the elevator, they would be smart enough to come later rather than in the evening. If it was a criminal, Jesus Christ. So what is the truth here? It just might be someone that walked in the wrong door. Like, here people rent houses. I forgot to ask her if she's a renter or a house owner here. If she was a renter, it could happen even more. Maybe, I don't know, it could be an agent, like a renting agent that forgot that somebody lived here. That's why they use the doorbell and then they open the door with the card. She said they used the card to open, like, she's suggesting that they were using the card to open in a way that is illegal, like trying to use the card to like break open the lock, like to. And this is something I have heard that they would do. Thieves, like, they would use a card to like slide it in between the lock in order to open the lock. I don't know why when I see the police I feel scared. I ain't never done anything wrong, but when I see them I just feel scared. I think many people feel this way. It's like when I walk into a supermarket and then I find nothing I want to buy, and when I walk out of it I just feel like I just really am scared that they would think I'm a thief. And I read on the internet that I'm not the only one. Everybody thinks so. Everyone feels so. Jesus. If I ran into her today, please let me run into her again when this thing is solved. But it's really chance, like, it's a very huge apartment building with 20 plus floors. Hundreds of people live. Well, I might not run into her again, and I might never know what the truth is. I might just have to worry about it. What if that person comes and tries me? Like, I have nothing to steal. Shit, I'm really scared of this kind of shit. Fuck. What did I have to run into her? Fuck. I don't get it, because I was supposed to run into her for what? This kind of thing. Really, I want to know, Jesus. Great that it's not so hot here. Not hot at all, to be fair. It's a little breeze. It's just really humid. You find breathing a little bit what's the word? What kind of person would watch this long ass video to this point if they're not a stalker? Either a stalker that's obsessed with me, or a true soulmate that's so drawn to me. If they're so drawn to me, they would have contacted me. They would have found a way to contact me directly rather than watching this video to this point. Right? I don't know. Jesus Christ, should I still post this video? I'm really scared now. Oh, why did I have to run into her? God, why did I have to run into her? Universe. Spirits, why did I have to run into her? Just to get me more paranoid? Or what? Shit, what if that person comes for me? That's what I worry. That's what it does to me, I now start to worry. What if that person? What if it's a criminal or something? But that person doesn't sound like a robber. Because first, it doesn't seem to be someone that's sophisticated or smart or really brave. Because when they hurt someone in, even if it's a woman, they still beckoned. She was alone there. They withdraw it immediately, and so that person might not even be a man, be a woman. Don't know. That's why they don't dare to come at night. I don't know. I don't really know about this psychology thing here. I think if they're not bold, they should even come at night even more. Because daytime you can run into people that are awake. What should I do tonight? Should I lock the door? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, I will lock the door tonight. Lock it. So basically I came down also with the intention to get some more fruits, such as mango, which is a product of this place. I just can't stop thinking about this thing. Jesus, why did I have to run into her now? I am scared. But if I just lock the door, everything will be fine. The reason why I don't want to lock the door is because when I see a cockroach, I want to be as fast as possible to get out of the door. That's why I just don't lock the door. Lock it. I close the door, closed. It still needs a key to open, but not locked from the inside. But which is also fine, because I can always just open it. Man, this is getting me scared. The other month, April, 4 a.m., I thought somebody broke into my place. Because I was still up on my phone. I heard this loud noises outside, like a person outside. I thought it could also be a rat, but the thing is I lived here for a year and a half and never had a rat inversion, so it couldn't be a rat, I thought. Also, the noises sounded just too loud. I was just hoping that it was just a rat. And then I called the people that work here that's in charge of the building and management. I always call them, and they came immediately because they thought, because I told them the noises sounded like someone, but it could also be a rat. They just comforted me that it was just a rat, but they still prepared. They asked 3 men. They sent 3 men to find out it was actually just a rat. Thank God. Now this thing happened to her, and then I just run into her, not out of coincidence. It's a synchronicity. I was supposed to know this, but why? Why? Why does this have to happen? Like, for me to know this thing that just gets me paranoid. I think I can think of the reason why it is. I get paranoid, I start to fear, but then after a while nothing happens. So that this event becomes something that actually adds to my sense of security. That makes me know that even if this kind of thing could have happened, it still does not mean that some danger would happen to me. Like my security is unconditional. That's the reason why I ran into this woman. She's old, like 40, 50, 40-ish, 45, 50, 49. Black hair still, black hair, so not too old. Not white hair. It's really humid here, that's the problem. Not the heat, the humidity. Oh, now there's a little breeze, and I got like a 3 kilo, almost 4 kilo mango in my hand right now. Really, really heavy, and the plastic bags are killing me. When will she be back? Maybe she has been back already, but I don't know. I think she hasn't been back. I think she was taken onto the car. I didn't see it, but I also didn't see her anywhere else. Well, I get out of the elevator before her. I turn around. I saw the police getting into the car. Oh, I'm back. It feels like heaven in here. So much cooler, even if the AC were turned off before I left. Oh, it's so hot. June, exactly when June started, it started to get this hot. As if nature knows the date. It just waited until June 1st. Let summer begin. Another explanation that I can think of is that the person that opened her door actually lived with somebody that is not a woman. And so the person that knocked, so I guess that person is a woman that opened her door. And she lives with a guy. That's why she went to the wrong door. The wrong door. She thought she went to the right place. That's why she pressed the doorbell button to let the guy that she thought was in there to open the door for her, but nobody answered, so she proceeded to open the door herself. When she opened the door, she immediately realized that it's the wrong place, and she fled. Which would be the exact case that happened to me last year. Just in that case, the person didn't knock at all, but opened the door directly with the key, because I heard the sound. It was just a very smooth open, and then they were gone. And then I was playing the piano, now that I was quiet. I was playing the piano, was loud. If it was a thief, would have listened carefully in the door to see if anybody's in. And it was daytime, 11 a.m. Jesus. So it could be the exact same thing that happened to that woman. And maybe I ran into her in the elevator today just to comfort her with the thing that happened to me. Because I told her, she asked me if I lived here, and then she told me what happened to her. And I said, this thing happened to me, and then the person opened the door with a key. That could have comforted her. Maybe that's why I ran into her, just to just comfort her, you know. Yeah, I think that could be an explanation. She looks like a very paranoid person.
I wouldn't call the police. I would first call. I'm not that paranoid. Like I've never called the police in my whole life. Never. I never ran into something. Even that day when I saw someone open the door, I didn't call anyone because I thought it was just an incident. I didn't call anyone that day when I saw my door opened. I heard my door open, and the next second I saw it was opened. Because this thing also happened to me once when I was in an Airbnb. I woke up to find the door open, like not locked, like open. And then I contacted the landlord, and then he told me it was it could be the janitor, the cleaning lady that went to the wrong door. So this thing happened to me twice, right? So that's why the second time it happened, I didn't call anyone because I thought it was the exact same thing. And I have read on the internet that for some neighborhood, one key literally can open all doors in that neighborhood. So you have to change your own key once you bought a house. You should immediately change your key, change your lock. Because it happens that one key can open all the doors in one neighborhood, in one apartment building. I've read. So this thing happened to her. It could totally be this. She heard it open with a card. Yeah, this kind of door can be opened with an electric card. But then she said she heard sounds like this, as if like trying to break open the door. She told me. Sounds like you know what I mean. Like using a car trying to break open the lock, trying to slide through the lock to open it. Like this sound maybe she was describing. She didn't show me, she just showed me the move with her ID card that the policeman asked her to take with her. I think they're in the police station now. I hope nothing happened. I hope really my purpose of running into her today in the elevator was to console her with the story I told her. I told her immediately that this happened to me once too. Somebody opened my door with a key, but it was actually because they went to the wrong door. They mistook it. So this is the whole purpose of this synchronicity, was to have her to run into me, not that me run into her. Oh, now I have an answer for this, so that she could be consoled. Like tonight, if they can't catch anybody, they cannot arrest anybody, they can't find anyone. This thing doesn't have a final solution. She can go to sleep and think about what I told her in the elevator today. Think about it more clearly and console herself to sleep without being too paranoid. Great. And I got so many mango. I should eat one now. I love mango, baby. Look at my mango. So many of them. Like, a lot of them. A lot of mango. Let's eat one. Like an ASMR, you can hear me eat one mango. Man, I really hope this is what I think. The whole thing is what I think. Because I don't want to paranoid and think, okay, this is a bad person, a criminal, and worry about it myself. You know, the other time I had a dream that was ultra real. I was in bed and then I felt some hand going over me. Like, it just, I didn't know it was a dream. You know, it felt just that real. I thought I was dead. The moment I felt a hand on my body, I thought I was dead.
I thought, I'm done. I thought, I'm done. Okay, I thought, I'm done now. Okay, somebody's in my bed. And then they proceeded to just stroke all over my body, and I had to pretend to be asleep. I pretended to be asleep. Because if I woke up, they might do something to hurt me. So I pretended to be asleep and then just let them touch me. They just touched all over my body. And then they just took me on their shoulder and took me out. That was the moment when I realized, okay, that was the moment when it became unreal, okay? And then I started to run in the corridor and then very shortly the dream ended. I woke up to realize it was a dream. Jesus, that was just the most insane dream I've ever had. I've never had a dream more real than that one. Man, my dreams can be big ass creepy. Can be big ass surreal, supernatural, like that one. I mean, the mango is superb, such thin skin. Some mango, when you peel them, the skin's so thick that it takes away a lot of the flesh, the meat, the fruit meat. But this one is super thin skin. Oh my god, it's so good. Better than the last time I got it. This is one of the best mangoes I've ever bought. It's better than the last time. The flavor of the fruit, every fruit has its own unique flavor. Like mango has this mango flavor, but the last time the mango I got last time, they were not so mango as this one. They were a different type of mango. And these are so sweet. So sweet. As I'm eating them, I feel like my throat's getting dry from being too sweet. And when you eat something that's so strong flavored, you need to drink water. That's how I feel when I'm eating a mango. It's crazy. If you're my soulmate, please come here and let's eat this mango together. This is the best mango you can ever get. The whole nation's mango production relies on this place where I live. This is the original place for mango, so it's the best here. And I happen to be a mango lover since I was a kid. My favorite fruit, you could say, is the mango. I can't think of a fruit that I like better more than the mango. But I've had so much mango in the past month. Like I had 50 grams of mango every single day for a month. So I kind of got tired of it a little. But I still got like almost 4 kilograms, 3.5 kilograms of mango today, which should be enough for just 7 days. Oh no, please no. This one is less sweet than the first one. Man, my throat still hurts from the thickness of the flavor. The sweet. Jesus. I'm not a sexual person. Like, I don't care about sex. Like I said, I cannot have sex for the rest of my life. I wouldn't give a thought about that. But I like making sexual jokes. Because I'm someone that's just fun, you know. Oh, I still think about this. You know, this thing just like a cloud on top of my head. I just probably will think about it as long as I'm here. I've never run into that woman ever before, at least not to my memory. I don't remember having seen her. But you know, I don't have an excellent memory of faces. Well, if it's a passerby I've never spoken to, I wouldn't remember their face. Unless I've observed them, but I wouldn't observe someone in the elevator. Because I'm really self-aware, I'm more afraid of being observed than observing others. But if I stand, I don't know if I should lock my door tonight, but I'm really paranoid, you know, now. I think I would lock the door, because why not? Because I locked the door so it wouldn't be able to be opened from the outside. This way nobody would have any chance coming in, ever. The last time I heard the mouse, Jesus, I heard the mouse. I thought it was someone. I didn't lock the door. It could be opened with a key or the password from the outside. I called them building management people, and then they came in. I told them the password so that I wouldn't need to walk out of the bedroom to open the door for them in case it was somebody in my living room. Then they opened the door. If I locked the door, they wouldn't be able to open the door with a password anymore. But nobody would be able to come in, right? It's impossible you can open a door like that with a card that's locked inside. The door that's locked inside with a card. I'm done talking. See you tomorrow. I hope you're a soulmate, not a stalker, although a stalker is likely to think that they're a soulmate. Yeah, I've had a person that stalked me everywhere on the internet. They're not bad people. They just are obsessed with me. Of course, they would think that they're my soulmate because they wanted to date me, because they wanted to. Of course, they would think, if they were watching this video, they would think they're a soulmate. Jesus Christ. How to tell if you're a soulmate or not? You're not obsessed with me. Like, you're not like, you know that feeling of obsession. You know how that feels. If you're a soulmate, it's a soul level bond. But, you know, I can't explain, you know, for someone that's a stalker, they would try to imagine themselves into whatever I'm describing right now. Like, I wanted to say it's like soul level bond, and they would think, okay, I have a soul level bond with you. But it's just, your heart knows, just follow your heart. And then the stalker would say, yes, I'm following my heart. I feel like we need a date, blah, blah, blah. I'm a very funny person. And I have acne on my face, so you don't have to stalk me if you're obsessed with me. You wouldn't like me, my face. There's nothing to see about my face. Nor am I... My body looks like a teenage boy's body. Yeah. Nothing to see. No curves, no nothing. My face looks kind of gender neutral as well. If you just look at my face, not my hair, not nothing else, you wouldn't be able to tell if I'm a male or female. So don't stalk me. There's nothing to stalk. I have no eyelashes. I have them extremely short that they are non-existent. And I have a big nose, not too big, just not big, like big, not big. I think it's big. And I have very thin lips. There's nothing, and I have no eyebrows. And I have acne on my chin. And I have a large forehead that can make me look old if I show you all of my forehead. That's why I have bands to just cover it up. But if you're a stalker, you can stop, because whatever you might have seen on me, about me, is just not true. Don't have to stalk me, because there's nothing in me for you. Here. I should do this more often. Because the stalkers, what they do, they idealize you. They think you're great. They think you're so good. Hear me burp and hear me have a diarrhea, you would just leave me alone. I am so funny. I love being me. So good. I love being me. The problem with being a almost borderline narcissist, which means I am not a narcissist at all, but I share some traits of a narcissist. Like some healthy traits, which is like self-appreciation, maybe. It would like attract people that are the admirers, you know. If there's someone that is an admirer, you would be attracted to narcissistic people. Why does narcissistic have to be a negative word? Because of narcissists, I guess. I mean, in my language, narcissism isn't as a bad word as it is in English. It means this healthy amount of self-appreciation. Literally, it's just self-appreciation. Like there's a phrase in my language that is a healthy amount of narcissism. I don't think it exists in English, but that's what I mean when I say narcissism. I mean it in a healthy way. Everybody needs to appreciate themselves. The way I appreciate me, like I love being me. If you feel in any way that you don't love being you, that is wrong. Because how can you not enjoy being you? You can never get away from being you. If you don't enjoy any part of being you, I mean, you suffer. You suffer so much. I love being me. There are things I don't love about me, which are the conditioned belief systems. Like, I judge my own look too much. I don't like my look. I don't talk, when I start to talk about it, I just want to cry. I feel my body is so innocent, but it's just exposed in this judgments of people that's totally based on this animal level of beauty with the attraction of a standard. I don't want to talk about it because it's just too insane and too ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that it's taken for granted. Everybody pursues, even myself, I judge people based on their appearance. I can't control it. If someone looks attractive, I would just treat them nicer than a person that looks not attractive at all. Don't we all do that? I think everybody does that because I've witnessed it. It's just pathetic, and it's taken for granted. That looks matter is taken for granted. How ridiculous that is. Because this is a world that still relies so much on sex. Sex is all about looks. All about physical attraction. Okay, I'm out of here. Talk to you later. Maybe later today, I don't know.